Oh, we're live. Wow, that happened a lot faster than it normally does. It normally takes forever to go from not live to live. So, yeah, glad that's worked out. What's up, everybody? Literally no one. Welcome to the stream. That's okay that nobody's here at the moment or at all, or maybe in a little bit. We're going to start the stream. Well, I was going to ask you guys what you bought for Prime Day, but since nobody's here, it's kind of hard to do that, which makes this a bit awkward. So, yeah. I guess what we'll do instead, while we wait for folks to join, is check out some TP Link products. Because there's a bunch of stuff that I'm definitely interested in having. So let's just switch over here. I assume this stuff is working. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. Joined just in time, you did. Not sure if the audio is... Yes, it is working. Okay, cool. How are you doing today, Jacob? What's going on? So I think TP Link just released this. This would be kind of cool to have, but I don't know. I'm not really too interested in it. What I am interested in are their... Hang on a second. What's going on here? So TP Link will be releasing some stuff in the future. I actually went ahead and requested... Wow, how do I get there? Why is this site all different? Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, so they have a new wall access point. I think this thing's gonna be pretty cool. So it's kind of weird because like it only passes through one... Wait, I'm sorry. Maybe it was this one. No, it was this one, the 650. I think this thing is awesome. I think it only has one connection, so you can only pass through one connection. But, and it's kind of like, well, why would you want this over the, one of these bad boys that does everything? Well, I actually like this because the design's a lot smaller. I would probably actually own and buy this myself for like, I don't know, like a small, like if you have mostly wireless devices, like you're used to just having a laptop, but you have that printer that you is so old and it can only be connected via like Ethernet because the Wi-Fi doesn't work because the Wi-Fi adapter on it's incredibly old, or like the Wi-Fi adapter just doesn't work with your network at all. It'd be cool to have something like this because you could just like plug it straight into the EAP 650 wall. And I think something like this would be really cool. I really want one. I requested it, but they removed it from the US store, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if we can get it. I also requested from TP Link one of these the new outdoor, the 650 outdoor. They said yes, but it was basically a month and a half ago when they said, yeah, they'd be willing to send it over, but it hasn't happened yet, so I don't think I'm actually going to get one. Which kind of sucks. And I've also requested from TP Link, oh, not that, some of their new camera, or not, maybe not new cameras. So I think the UK has had access to a lot of this stuff for a while. Yeah, see, like the UK is getting one of these things. They have whatever this is, and in the US, we're just now... Oh, they don't even have a US version. We're basically getting something like this in the US store, but the UK store has tons of cameras already. And we don't have a single one available in the United States yet. And I requested one that's gone on deaf ears. This thing looks pretty cool. Looks like it does a lot of like swiveling and stuff. That'd be pretty cool to have in the house. Now this is specifically for businesses, but I think it'd be cool to have around the house. And they do put it under their business lineup of products, but I don't believe this currently or integrates currently or will ever integrate into the Omada SDN. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully they can figure out how to do that, because like if they can make it part of the Omada software network, that'd be really cool. Wow, they even have a ton of HDRs. All right, let's go back to the UK store or the US store real quick. Actually, let's do this and see what we have for the US. Yeah, see, we only have one NVR available, but it supports 32 channels. This one's not. This one's looks awesome. So yeah, I guess it's this. 32 channels, H.265. They have H.265 listed on here. Oh, H.265 plus. So I'm guessing that's like fake HDR wide dynamic range for cameras. Yeah, they do WDR for power over Ethernet cameras or IP cameras. So it's like that weird HDR version or difference. Not sure why there's like a competing standard or why they call it WDR. I'm sure there is this. Actually, we're on the internet. Let's see. Difference between WDR and HDR. Oh, WDR is a hardware processing technology. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought they were like the same thing. Wait, what? HDR is used mainly for static images. But how does that work for movies and stuff? I'm so confused. I don't know. Oh, that's from our friends over at FS. Man, I wish FS would work with me again. I don't know what I did to like upset them, but I'm sad. I wonder if they still have any of my content on here. FS for a while was like republishing on their site. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm gone. Yeah, I think I'm gone. Let's see. Let's try this. I'm still here. I still got some of my stuff on here. It'd be really cool to work with FS again. I don't know why they stopped working with me. It must have been something I said. What's up, Jason? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jason, do you guys have Prime Day in Canada? Did you guys have Prime Day the last 2 days? All right. Well, anyway, so let's get back. This is so the US store, okay? They don't have those wall units available yet. Can we even filter? Whoa, geez, this site's all over the place. Ceiling wall plate. There we go. Yeah, see, they don't have the 650 available. I wish they would bring it to the US market, because that is definitely really cool. What's up, Brian? Welcome to the stream. The 650 is way cooler, in my opinion. Well, maybe not way cooler. It just depends on what you're going for, but I like the 650. Let's see if this works. Since you guys just joined, I'll just like quickly look at the... Yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to come to the US market. It's weird that the UK is getting stuff before us, because the US usually gets like a lot of pretty cool stuff, and then it gets to other markets. They also have these like cool 230s. We don't have these in the United States. These are really old though. This is wireless N, so this has been out a long time. It never even touched the US markets. So this is pretty cool. You bought a few optical cables? Man, so let's see. Let's go to Amazon real quick. So I didn't buy anything for Prime Day. I was really 3P, P3. I was really, really tempted to pick up 4 of these. Oh, they're still cheap. Oh, yeah, they're still cheap. Though they've gone up a little bit in price, these plus ones. I was really tempted to get a couple of these, because I think they were like $80, or by a couple, I mean like 4 of these. But I was like, oh, I don't need it. I don't need it. I wouldn't, like, all I would do is just stick it in my Unraid server. And, you know, I just came back from the UK, right? So I'm being super cheap about what I buy. So, because I spent a lot of money while I was there. And that whole trip itself was really expensive. But man, these things, actually, let's go. Let's see, camel.com. I'm gonna see if this, maybe I'm misremembering. I could have swore it was like 80 bucks. What? Oh yeah, stupid. Stupid. $91. Okay, I think I might have been looking at the P, just these, not the Plus, the Generation 3. These were really cheap too. I wanted, whatever, it doesn't matter. I was going to put them in a RAID 10, so having, 3,500 megabits per second, or up to, would have been, yeah, they were $80, so $2 cheaper than they are today. I was so tempted to get them. I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy a single damn thing on Prime Day. But all the stuff I actually wanted didn't go on sale, of course. Like, I'm looking at picking up some of these V90 SD cards, but they're stupid expensive. And these just dropped in price today by like $2. I thought about picking up these Sabrents, but they're a little bit slower on the read, which is 300 megabytes per second compared to these. But all of this stuff is a lie anyway, because, that's like after the cache runs out on the SD card, right? So this is guaranteed to go at 90 megabytes per second at a minimum, like consistently, these V90 cards. But then you can get up to 250 megabytes per second. So like if you do a lot of like burst photography, that's probably great for just like a handful of like 5 seconds. We'll say. Actually, 5 seconds is a long time. For a handful of seconds, like maybe 2 tops. But I don't know. These things are overpriced. And I'm tempted to get these Kingston ones because they're a pretty good deal. But everyone basically just recommends getting ProGrade or SanDisk or Sony. But Sony's hyper expensive. Like these things are such a ripoff. And it sucks too because if like I was able to drop down to like a V60, I mean look how much cheaper this is. $99 for a 256 gigabyte SD card. That's just wild. Man, I'd give anything if I could use these. Like even like for 50 bucks, I'd buy like 10 of these and I even look at it. Now this is what I'm supposed to get. Oh actually no. What am I supposed to get? The actual go-to recommended is CF Express Type A. These things are bonkers. What's up, Brad? Welcome to the stream. But they're insane. 80 gigabytes is $125 from Lexar, who I think got sold off back in 2017, so they're not really the same company. Man, look at this. 160 gigs for $344. Dude, up to 800 megabytes per second in reads. But I think the minimum's 400 megabytes per second, or after you get through the cache or whatever. So I don't even think I can transfer from the camera to my computer at 400 megabytes per second because like the USB-C port might be limited. Use SanDisk and Samsung. Samsung makes SD cards? Oh, these tiny ones. But they're all V30s. Do they make any V90s? No, they don't. I wish Samsung would make some V90s. I bet they'd be rock solid. They probably do, but they're rebranded as like Samsung or somebody else. Brad said, I would have been here earlier, but the ad was long and oh, there's ads? The ads are enabled? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Ads should not be enabled for the streams. Use the... Which ones do you use, Jason? The CFS Express or the something else that I showed off earlier? I wasn't paying attention. You got 512 gigabyte micro SD cards from Samsung? Yeah. Did you get those on Prime Day? Like, all of these... Yeah, look at this. This is $40 right here. But the problem is they only transfer at 30 megabytes per second. Like, I can't do anything with that. I already have a bunch of those laying around, but they're old. What camera would you put that in? Yep, it's worth it though. Yeah, it might be. It might be worth it. It would, you know, it's hard to swallow that pill for the SD card when you can buy one of these bad boys, one of these 2 terabyte beasts for $82. $82. Why isn't there a freaking adapter to go from whatever standard SD is to NVMe? That'd be awesome. Actually, let's see. SD to NVMe adapter. So they have the opposite. So they have NVMe to SD, which I don't know why you would want to do that. It's not M.2. Actually, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's refine our search here. SD to, what is it? Micro SD? No. Whatever. SD to M.2. Can we do that? No, they're all the other way around. Oh, what? What's this? Twitter. What is this? Micro SD to M. There we go. Let's try micro SD. You got that for your Nintendo Switch? Nice. Yeah, I think for the Nintendo Switch, that's perfect. Like for gaming, the V30s and V60s is probably about perfect, and you can get those super cheap. I don't think the V60s will work. I don't want to reveal the camera right now. I'm actually using the camera right now. It's the first time I'm using a real camera. So this is the first time I'm using a real camera. But I don't want to reveal all that stuff. I have to make a YouTube video about it, of course. So M2 micro SD adapter. Let's see what this is. M2. No, I don't want an M2. I want the other way. Look at this. Oh man, I thought that was it. Man, imagine if you could go from SD to NVMe. Like, I don't even care if there'd be, like, how bad the transfer speed would be, as long as you get, like, a minimum of, like, 90 megabytes per second or whatever. But just, like, all the extra storage you could get. And I don't even care if it hangs out of the camera. Whatever. That's the world I want to live in. Brad, did you buy anything for Amazon Prime Day? And if so, what did you buy? Leo, did you buy anything for Prime Day? What else was I looking for? For Prime Day, I was also looking for, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So monitor, let's see. Wall mount monitor arm. So I'm also thinking about getting something like this. One of these. Man, Amazon's really improved their search engine. Yeah, like one of these like full motion ones. Oh, this one's full motion, ultra wide. So, no, you didn't get anything? I use my iPhone 14 Pro Max for filming stuff. Yeah, the iPhone, I've been using my iPhone probably for the last 5 years, and then the Samsung before that. But I've been using iPhone this entire time, and it's been, in my opinion, it's been great. iPhone does exactly what it needs to do. It works really well. The only problem with the iPhone is I can't do live streams like this. So in the past, I've been having to use like this webcam or any webcam. And I know that you could pay money to like export from iPhone to like a computer or something to remove all like the graphics and stuff, but that's like, it's stupid. Like that should just be free from Apple. Like you shouldn't have to pay extra money to remove the graphic text. So anyway, iPhone's great. I was actually really close to getting the iPhone 15 Pro Max for this year, or Pro Max Ultra, whatever they're going to come out with this year. But I decided, you know what? I think I've been around for like, I think actually September's going to be my 10th year making YouTube videos. I was like, let's just get a camera, make it official, and just run with it. So I have a camera now that I'm using. It's my first time. I've had to change like everything in my room because cameras are a lot more picky than iPhones are with lighting. And iPhones also compensate really well for lighting, and I've really enjoyed that. And so now I've got to like be careful because like the shadows and stuff, and it's the whole ISO thing is a nightmare. The camera I have, I think, does a pretty good job with, let's see here, with auto tracking. So this should work pretty well. And then poof. I don't know if that worked or not. I can't see myself. So yeah, I think it works pretty well with like tracking and stuff. I've only had it for 3 days, so I've got a lot to learn, and I don't have any onboard storage for it, and that's why I've been looking at SD cards. Anyway, so I got my phone because they're expensive. Yeah, the iPhones do get hot. Holy cow! And I don't know if I have it right now. I have an adapter where you can charge the iPhone at the same time as like using external microphones and stuff, and that's worked great for a while. But the problem with that is heat. So, and also like you've got all these extra things that hang out. And I also use the magnet on the back of the iPhone to charge it while filming and stuff, so I can get like extended runtime from the iPhone. And then when I'm recording, like it just works, right? I've did that too. The MagSafe stuff on the iPhone works great. My GH5 can use V60s and maybe V90s. I'll have to check, but 400 megabits per second 4K is huge. And YouTube will never show that quality. I finally finished the U6 Enterprise Part 2 of 2 video. I'll probably release it Monday morning. Got to check the stats. I wanted to buy a giant light too. Did you see, dude, Amazon Prime had some crazy sales on softboxes. Whatever, softbox. Like, I think something like this, not just the softbox itself, but like the whole setup. I think it might have been from Neewer. I think it might have been from Neewer, but they had like one of those crazy softbox things where it may have been, no, it was bigger than this. I don't remember where I saw it, but it was like dirt cheap. It was like $50, and normally it's like $112 or so. But yeah, I almost picked up one of those because having like huge softboxes is nice. You bought a new cooler for your Ryzen 7 5800X? Dude, did you see the price of the 5800X 3D? It was like $277. I almost bought one of those too, but like I said, I'm trying to save money and like be cheap and stuff. Because like the chip was really expensive. Went from AIO to water cooling. Or from an AIO to air cooling. That's what I did. I'm back on air cooling. It's been great. I think it's actually more quiet than a water cooler. And they perform about the same from my experience. Ryzen, yeah, it does run very hot. What's up, Scoob? Scuba, whatever. Hi, baby. I think it's GDX Studio Light Kit. Maybe it's missing parts. Let's see here. GDX Studio. Oh, you got it like an LED one instead of like a softbox? Is that what you got? Maybe they don't have it on Amazon. I don't know. I honestly I've been really unhappy with Amazon a lot lately. BH Photo Video. Because we have a distribution center right down the street for me. It's like probably a 5-minute drive. And so I can get same day shipping. But one, Amazon's prices suck. Two, even though it's same day shipping, it never comes the same day. So that's kind of annoying. Anyway, but I've canceled my Amazon, I don't know, like 7-8 months ago. It's maybe even almost a year. But I've started buying off of B&H, and that's who I bought my camera from. And I think their reviews are a lot more real too, because the problem I find with like Amazon, for instance, right? Like everything has an amazing review. Almost everything. I've been saying like a lot. I mean, seriously? 5 stars? Are these really that good? Because when you look at bigger YouTube channels, they have these brands of lights and stuff that you just can't afford because everything's unbelievably expensive. And so I find that when I go to B&H for stuff, softbox kit, their reviews are a lot more grounded and realistic. I feel like there are a ton of things that get great reviews. Don't get me wrong. And you can also see very expensive stuff, but it doesn't feel like a bunch of garbage that they're just trying to sell to you. So anyway, I've been just using B&H for everything. They even sell PC parts, and I've gotten off Amazon, but I use an EOS R for my videos. What's an EOS R? What's up, Gustavo? Welcome to the stream. Oh, nice. That's very pretty. Dual pixel CMOS as 4K 30 Canon log 10-bit 422 HDMI out, built-in EVF. Nice, man. Very nice. I don't know anything about cameras. I have so much to learn. I've been so spoiled by the iPhone that having to learn how to actually operate a camera has been extremely annoying. I can use this for 30 days before I have to return it, or not before I have to return it, before I have the option to return it, like if I'm not happy with it. But I don't know if I'm probably going to keep it because I want to learn how to use a camera. Like I want to learn about lenses and focal points and all that stuff. But the iPhone just makes everything so easy, and I can export directly to my Mac, and that's just so nice. Gustavo says, "Hey man, thanks for the amount of videos. Help me get started with a better home network experience. Have you learned anything new you're willing to share in a future video?" So honestly, everything with Amana, I'm on Amana Switch right now. It's been pretty great. I've read recently that DHCP reservations don't work. So I got to make a bunch of content. I have like this video to get through and a bunch of other TP-Link stuff I got to get through. And so once I get through that, I'm going to go back to Amada and take a look at some of the things people are complaining about, like DHCP reservations not sticking after you like hard reboot, or if the router or switch loses power, like it just forgets all that stuff. So I'm gonna look into that. But otherwise, it's been fine. The only thing that's kind of sketchy for me are like the security features. I don't think they're quite as good as other brands. But I mean, you get what you pay for. It's a lot cheaper than Ubiquiti, and it seems fine. It's fine. Like I haven't had any problems. And trust me, I would say I had problems if I had them, because I actually complained a lot about their VPNs, and TP-Link was really quick to update their software for some of the stuff that I was complaining about in the VPNs. And after they updated, they fixed some of my complaints. So I was like, well, I don't want to leave this outdated video that's now wrong up on YouTube because they fixed it. So I actually had to take down, or I didn't take it down, but I unlisted it. Or no, maybe I privated it. I think I privated it. A video because they had like fixed something. So they're active, they're doing their thing. It's just, I don't know, it's TP-Link. They're kind of, I think they're kind of rushing to market, and they've got to catch up to other brands like Ubiquiti, and what's that new one, Alta? We've got another contender now, Alta Labs. So they look a lot like Ubiquiti, and I think these guys are probably going to be the future Wi-Fi, and I think these guys are going to be the future for all like home labbers. We'll see though. We will see. We're just getting started here, so pretty excited to see where they come up. They've got the cloud management and all that stuff, Bluetooth, just like everything else. Everything that you would normally expect from all the brands, they're here. I haven't touched anything. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's relatively new, and they've got some pretty interesting products coming to market. So we'll see what happens when it happens, if it happens. I did not get Lumix. All I will tell you is I got Sony. I didn't say what camera I got. I'm saving that for a YouTube video. Well, I guess there's only gonna be like what 4 people here, so I could. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it because I want to learn about it first and like touch it and play with it before I really say anything. And also, I might return it. And if I return it, then I don't want to be like, oh, I got a new camera and it's this, and then go back to my iPhone, which I've been really tempted to do because filming on iPhone's stupid easy. It's like really, really easy. No problem, man. You can ask me anything. This stream is literally just hanging out and chit chatting. I don't really have anything to talk about. For this stream, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get on, say what I gotta say, and then just like nope out. But you guys are pretty active today, which is nice. So since there's a lot of people here, we can hang out. Yo, Mitchell, what's up, man? Hey, I didn't do anything. You figured it all out on your own. And from your last email, I couldn't tell if you actually set a static IP address for Unraid or not. You don't have to set one, but I highly recommend setting a static IP address for Unraid because it will work a lot better and you'll have a lot less problems. I thought about keeping the old videos up, but the problem with keeping the older videos up is a lot of people don't read like any notes, or they don't read anything. And a lot of times, I'm sure as you've experienced, they don't even really watch the video. So if I leave it up, it has the potential to do even more damage than the newer version of it, because I've noticed I have older videos now that are starting to get older and people are like, hey, this doesn't work anymore. Your video sucks because XYZ's not working. And I really need to update those. I thought about taking them down, but it's like you can't have two competing videos, two guides essentially competing for the same information. And also the software has updated dramatically. So Amada has changed so much that the other video is pretty much irrelevant. Now there's probably some a-hole out there running like legacy software, of course, but I think there are still plenty of online guides on for people, written guides out there that have that stuff covered. So I'm not too worried about it. So I actually decided not to go with full frame. I got an APS-C, which is kind of interesting. I got the A7R7, A7R7, wow. A7R4, use it, what the heck, YouTube's covering your thing, I can't even read it. Use it, it's a beast, but it does crop for 4K though. What does that mean, it does crop for 4K? Yeah, TP-Link's constantly changing stuff. And it's kind of what's actually kind of messed up too in some of my videos. I'm like, oh, first thing you should do is update the software, or update the firmware. Well, if you update the firmware, you can get totally different results. Like they added the new client site. So now you get to see a list of all your sites before you can actually look at each individual site and then configure it like you typically would in the past. So if someone's on some old version of the software and they're like, oh, I'm going to update it, they update it, now it's like radically different, that would really suck. But honestly, there's not much I can do except, be like, hey, at time of filming, we're at, whatever software versions, your mileage may vary, right? Which I don't say that necessarily, but I do try to like make sure that the versions are at least known, whether in the comments or somewhere. But yeah. What's up, Cody? Welcome. We can't say the N-word on stream. You can't use the N-word in YouTube videos because they could be removed from YouTube because the N-word is apparently offensive to some people. So just throwing that out there. There's a cool tool. Actually, I'll show you a good example of this. I'm not going to say it. Unraid community. So if you want to insta-ban from YouTube and you use Unraid, if you make a video with a title or anything to do, oh wow, with this right here, prepare for a strike. Because the N-word, yeah, this one right here, not a good word to say on YouTube. Just fair warning for all you YouTubers out there, Jason, Cody, and Brad. In fact, you probably, Cody, you probably just got this video removed, so thank you for that. Also, the A7C is a solid full frame and not super crazy expensive. A7C, is that by Sony? Sony A7C, A7C2. Another 4K 30. Man, Sony makes some nice cameras, don't they? They're all so pretty. Yeah, no offense. No offense. No homo, right? We're all inwards here. Somebody's gonna watch this and go, what the hell are they talking about? And they're gonna have live chat turned off, so they're gonna have no idea. Or it's gonna get censored, so then you're really not gonna have an idea. So it's just gonna be like in asterisk asterisk asterisk. So people are gonna think we're being racist, and we're not being racist. There's certain words you can't say on stream. I can't help it, okay? Or not even on stream. You get certain words you can't say on YouTube because YouTube's getting all weird about like what is it called? Inclusivity? No. PC being politically correct, but it's like, I don't know. I consider myself an N-word, so. Wait, who needs a camera upgrade? You need a camera upgrade? So let me back up here. Mitch, I ended up just leaving my unrated IP address as auto, but I will try to make it static IP. If it works for you, it works. If that works, you're not having any issues, and you're probably using DNS resolution to find your unrated server, right? Because I only do things by IP address in my lab because I'm lazy to run a DNS and then also like add the host name to the host file. But if you know the host name, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Crop 4K meaning I have a 24mm lens and it's zoomed in more. Okay. I think I'm at 24mm right now, actually. And it seems fine. My room feels, now that I have a real camera, my room feels smaller. So, or it looks like, because I have to, the way the zoom works, I don't know. I need a bigger studio now. Sony has the best cameras. They really do, man. Like, my wife is a photographer, and so she has an older Canon right now. It's like a Canon Rebel T8i, I think. Do they even make those? Yeah, she has this. And so it's a good camera, but like it's like Canon intentionally ruins their own stuff. So if you want to make this into a webcam, like it only lasts for 30 minutes or something like that before it cuts off as a webcam. It's like, but you're not really doing anything. And it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know why they would do that. And then I think it also requires that you have their software to use as a webcam. And I don't know, it kind of sucks. But it's a great photography camera. Like, the pictures she takes with this effing thing they're so nice. Not something I would get. Yeah, you can't say network. Network. What's up? SPX for the win. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Yep, I currently use a Canon EOS 90D. Oh, you use a EOS 90D? What is it? I know what that is, but I don't know anything about that specific camera. Isn't the 90 the same thing as like the Rebels, or almost? No, that looks way different. What's crazy though with Canon is you get these amazing sensors. Oh, you have an APS-C sensor as well. So you don't have full frame either. Not a big deal. I don't have full frame either. So a lot of people care about that, but I don't know. I don't really know what that means. I don't know what full frame versus APS-C means. I think the C stands for crop, but it looks fine. It looks the same as a full frame to me. So I don't know. I have a lot of research. I kind of bought this on a whim. I'm not going to lie. I was just like, this is the camera I want. Buy. And I'm done. And so I'm not like, I didn't do any research. Hell, I barely even know what ISO means. And just like, I've got so much to learn. but I went feet first into it, so I don't think I'm gonna regret it. It's been working great right now. Like it's working great now. Like we can. I think it's got a pretty good sensor. Yeah, it's pretty clear. It has, HDMI out like every other camera. I think it looks good. Obviously, I have a weird crop now because I have a lens and I can only move the camera so far away before you get that like kind of fisheye effect. So whatever. I like it. I'm not changing it. Even though it's like SPX Labs is cropped, I don't really like this sign anymore. I mean, I like it, but I don't because I feel like it's too much like self-indulgence, I guess. I don't know. And I kind of want to change my back wall a little bit too. So we'll probably change what's above the books one day. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's cut off, to be honest. Yeah, I still think it looks fine. All I care about is you guys can see all the cool garbage that I hawk on the channel. And this is an expensive camera. You guys are rich. You guys are super rich. Yeah, you need a fake battery and it will go as long as you want. The 90D will go as long as you want with a fake battery. Dummy battery, right? Yeah, one of these things. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe it was like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what it was with her Canon camera, but I ended up not being able to use it. And then that's another reason why I ended up buying that webcam. How does this even work? Oh, you just, wait, what? Does this plug straight into the camera? This looks like it needs an adapter. Because this side, wait, what? This side goes into the camera. So where does the barrel plug into? Oh, what? What is this? Do you have this? This is crazy. The fake battery. I got the Elgato camera. Yeah, I was really close to getting, so let's see. I think they have the Facecam Pro now. Let's see here. Yeah, I signed up like for the early notification to get one of these early before they went on like public sale. I got in, I bought it, and they were like, "Oh, there's a problem with your address, so we just canceled your order." So they canceled my order and sent an email letting me know that. I emailed them back within like a handful of seconds and was like, "Hey, why did you cancel my order? We could have just talked through this to like figure out why you canceled my order, whatever." And so I learned that they canceled it because the address was weird to them, and I was like, "That is my address. It's fine." And they're like, "Well, sorry, you'll have to reorder it," but it was already sold out, so I couldn't reorder it with a fixed address or a different address. And so instead of waiting until it came out, what is this called? The Insta360 was already available, and it also had some pretty cool features. I thought, like it could follow you around and zoom in and stuff like that if you're doing a presentation. And at the time, I didn't have a camera, so I needed something like that to do that. And this has worked great for a long time, but the only thing I don't like about it is like sometimes it'll just like constantly zoom in and out while you're just standing still, so that's kind of weird. But now I just use it for gaming, and it's been great for gaming. It's a perfect webcam for gaming. But I think I much rather would have had the Facecam Pro. So I'm kind of disappointed, but let's actually, here, I can show you. Oh wait, you can't see because I switched the thing. I've been looking online and you guys haven't said anything to me. Insta360. I was making fun of that dummy battery and then you couldn't even see it. Yeah, the Insta360 Link. So this thing's pretty cool. I like this camera a lot for gaming and stuff. It's got a lot of cool features. It doesn't work as well as they depict it to be, though. What's up, Zach? Haven't seen you in a long time, man. Welcome to the stream. Just want to say a personal thank you for that huge donation you left me last time. Definitely use that for my trip to the UK. I think about you all of the time. Yeah, the Pro is more expensive. It does 4K. Yeah, I like the Pro model. I think that's. I mean, it doesn't. At the time, it didn't make sense getting the regular face cam because I was like in the market for a new camera anyway. So I was like, oh, I'll just pay the extra money for a Pro. I have the one 1080p. Oh yeah, the even the 1080p one looks great. I know a lot of, or I've watched a lot of streamers who have that, and it looks rocks. Like their cameras look rock solid. Mini HDMI to USB is $15 adapter for your camera. Why do wait cameras use micro SD? That's stupid. Micro SD sucks. That's like one of the worst cables or not cables, whatever. That's like one of the worst things. Does this use micro SD? No, shut the front door. How do I? There we go. Specs. Just click on this link to click on this link. It doesn't even tell you what kind of HDMI port it is. HDMI Type-C. I have never heard of it be referred to as HDMI Type-C. What does that even mean? Oh, that is... Wait, what? Oh, that comes micro... Wait, that's USB-C. The hell's HDMI Type-C? Is that just USB-C? Okay, I guess that's not bad. I'd take USB-C, but not micro SD. Micro SD sucks. Oh, Roanoker. Rowanker. I can't read. You guys will learn that. Rowanker. Haha. Like Anchor, the company. Where was I? Finally made it one of these. Yes, you did. Welcome to the stream. You made it. I bought a motorized camera slider 2 on Prime Day. What kind of motorized camera slider? Motorized camera slider. Oh wow, these are not that expensive. Whoa, some of them are expensive. Holy cow. Which one did you get? I used the DJI Osmo Action 3 as a webcam. Well, I already bought one. I'll check it out, but DJI Osmo Action 3. Osmo? I think it's probably Osmo. You use an action camera as a web. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that with these things. So I guess it has HDMI out. Oh wow, 4K 60, hell yeah. Rocksteady, nice. That's a good name for an action or for stabilization. Rocksteady. Does it get hot? It doesn't overheat while you're just like constantly streaming? I guess not. I guess it depends on how long you're streaming for. Glad it was put to good use. It certainly was. It certainly was. I had so many coffees while I was over there. I drank like 2 or 3 coffees a day. Cappuccinos mainly. You should get the Sigma 16 millimeter one main lenses for my YouTube. Look local used. I think I already got a Sigma lens. Also not to be revealed. That is coming, the Sony A7R4. Oh, you're coming from a... Okay, I was confused. I was like, what? Yeah, so you're getting off of this from a Sony. That's interesting. That's quite a jump, because I figured the Sony camera would have a much better sensor than these tiny things. Although it's crazy, because these things are so tiny, and they have pretty amazing sensors for what they capture, and it's like, how come we can't get something with 4K, 60 FPS, in a camera that doesn't cost $1,200? Look at this. This camera costs like $1,200. It doesn't, and it's freaking 4K 30. Like, I don't understand how it costs $1,200 and yet it can only do 4K 30. But yet I can buy a $200 camera with a really nice sensor that probably has way more features than this thing does, and it's like $300, 300 bucks. Haven't had any overheating issues. That's good. I can answer any Sony questions. Hit me up later. I gotta start dinner soon. All right, Brad. See you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. By Neewer. I didn't know. Man, Neewer just makes everything. They're just such a weird brand. I don't know. I've never bought anything from them, but I feel like I don't know if I should trust them or not. That's really cool. It looks like something you can mount on top of your car. Traffic photography. Hell yeah. Actually, this thing looks pretty advanced. Holy cow. $30 coupon. Oh. Wait, what? Did I miss something? I don't know what I missed. I don't know. I thought I missed something, but I guess not. All right, so we talked about TP-Link. We did a little shopping online. I don't really know what's left to talk about. I guess some spoilers. So this is a spoiler part of the channel. We're checking out Zima board, as I kind of showed off earlier on. Casa OS is interesting. Not sure if I like it. I do like that what Zima board sends you though. The base install is Debian, so that's really cool. But Casa OS is it's okay. It has some work. It has some improvements and work it needs to have done to it. I installed Unraid on this. Like almost immediately, because I'm just a lot more comfortable with Unraid, a lot more familiar with it. Although I'm very comfortable with Debian, but the way that Casa OS sits on top of Debian and Casa OS takes away your terminal for some reason, like it's not easy or as easy as it should to get to a terminal. So I'm just like, you know what, screw all this. I'm just gonna switch to Unraid. But I have other reasons for switching to Unraid too, which I'll get into the video. I don't want to spoil everything here, but I think this will probably be a pretty interesting video. It's not a review like everyone and their mother has done on YouTube. I'm actually going to use this thing, so I don't know. Could be interesting. Might not be. Yeah, mounting a car would be cool as hell. See you later, Brad. Giveaway with me. Again with the giveaways. I'll give you one thing to give away, and now suddenly you want everything. I don't know if we're going to be doing... Oh, speaking of giveaways, just in case. Yeah, so... I'm not sure if everyone's heard, but if you go to jasonshealth.com, I'm sorry, Jason's Lab on YouTube, make sure you get subscribed because he has a video coming where he's going to be giving away some TP-Link Omada hardware that I sent him to do a giveaway for. So I don't know any details of that yet, but I assume he's probably going to make a video about TP-Link Omada first and kind of check out the hardware or do whatever and then do the giveaway afterwards. So whatever the case, make sure you do get subscribed so you don't miss that, especially if you want to get into TV. It's actually pretty cool, a pretty cool giveaway. It's the 7212 PC. So it's the 3-in-1 gigabit router. This thing would be pretty great if you're looking to get started with Omada. It's pretty powerful. While the Omada controller software loads a little bit slower than the OC200, so the OC200, it loads up the Omada controller software very quickly, which is cool. But it's a little bit slower in terms of like bandwidth for VPNs and stuff, because this has much newer hardware. But interestingly, even though you can't access the Omada controller software on this while it's booting, everything still works. Like your all of your wow, firewall rules, ACLs, all that stuff still works, even though you can't access the controller software as quickly. So anyway, so he's gonna give this away plus what, an EAP 615, I think. Yeah, one of the small round ones. I don't know why it's the wall. It doesn't matter. He's gonna be giving away like a couple of things. So this would be great to get started. You get this and an access point, and you're off to the races. You don't need anything else unless you need advanced ACL functions. Then you are probably gonna have to buy your own Switch. But anyway, what hard drives do I use for my NAS? I am a big fan of the Easy Stores. I buy these off Best Buy all the time. But you have to get the ones that are 8 terabytes or larger, because I think that anything smaller than 8 terabytes has there's the shingled. But I've basically just been buying these because you can get like $200 for 14 terabytes. It's ridiculous. So I've been buying these. This is what I use. They work fine. I have some even older ones that are 8 terabyte that have been running for like 4 years. I've had no issues. I do backups. I actually back up to 14 terabyte ones. So I think it's fine. As long as you do backups, it doesn't matter. But that being said, I kind of hate Western Digital right now for lots of reasons. So if I were to buy hard drives, I'd get like Seagate, probably their Iron Wolf, right? Yeah, Iron Wolves. I think that's right. Yeah. I'd probably pick up Seagate Iron Wolves, to be honest. Obviously the larger ones. First the large women, then the petite women, then the large women again. Probably not their NAS drives. I probably wouldn't get the ones that are specifically for NASs. Oh god, I lost my mouse. I don't know. I think I'm gonna switch to Seagate ultimately if I have to buy hard drives individually and not like shuck them out of the Easy Stores. Just watched giveaway. Wait. Oh, yeah. Jason's welcome to stream, Andrew. Yeah, Jason makes really good content. He's gonna be like one of those like super big, like, you know, have you guys heard of Serve the Home? I'm sure you guys have. Like Serve the Home, like I can't remember his name. He used to only make content for his website, and I guess after talking to that LTT guy, what's his face, Linus, he finally started making YouTube videos, which I'm great. His YouTube videos are great, super detailed and stuff. I think Jason's gonna be just like Serve the Home in terms of like growth of the channel and everything that becomes, because Jason's very detailed. I really appreciate Jason's channel a lot. So that would be really cool to see. Yeah, for backups I use those 14 terabyte ones. Yeah. These are literally, I made a video. Actually, I can just show you. Unraid backup. Yeah, see? I literally use those drives for a backup server. Like, I'm not even kidding. And they've been fine. I have no problems yet. Speaking of the OC200, have you gotten it to use USB for storage? I have not even tried or even considered it. Although one day, so I'm trying to figure, so we have two things coming. We have Google Fiber coming to my area, but I also recently learned I can get 4G AT&T via like USB in my area, and it's not too expensive. Anyway, whatever. I can get this. I want to say it's like $40 a month. So I'm thinking about making a video in the future using one of these as a failover connection for the Amada gear. But I think ultimately, since Google Fiber's coming, they literally laid Google Fiber lines, 2 months ago? I didn't have internet for a minute there because they cut our lines again. But I'll probably end up using Google Fiber instead for dual WAN connections. We'll see though. Leo says, I have my Amada controller on my NAS using Docker. So far, so good. I also understand that I have to pay for it? Since when? The Amada controller software should be free. I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure it's free. I did an install video on how to do that for Unraid. I don't know. Why am I checking here? That's stupid. I'm pretty sure it's free. I know anything that if you link it to the cloud, it is not free. I think this is free. I don't think you have to pay for it yet. They could change it, but I don't think you do. They're really pushing their cloud stuff as of late, but yeah, so the the Amada cloud-based controller is not free. So that's all still free. Software controller, less than 1,500 devices, free. I'm using WD Red on my NAS, 4 terabyte drives, only using 1.3 terabytes. I originally started with WD Red drives as well, like 10 years ago. I still have some 5 terabyte ones in operation. One of my 4 terabytes failed, which was really odd. That was the first hard drive I've ever had fail. And I sent it, I did a, what's it called? An RMA to Western Digital, and they sent me back a 6 terabyte one. And then aside from that, all of my WD Reds have been working for the last 10 years, no problem. So Western Digital used to be good. I don't know if they're still good today, though. They keep doing really shady things. Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. I forgot his name. Patrick's good. Talk to him a bit, here and there. Yeah, I think Patrick was one of the first YouTubers I worked with. Going to take me years to fill 10 terabytes. It won't take years if you start downloading Linux ISOs like mad with no regard, just no compression at all. You'll fill the 10 terabytes up real quick. Yeah, it's definitely not free for cloud access. Only if you're added the cloud. Yeah, have the cloud option. Yeah, so if you have the cloud option, it does cost money. I don't know when. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? I don't know when you have to pay. I haven't signed up for it. I asked TP-Link if they could give me like a free access so I could make videos about it, but that email's gone unheard. TP-Link's really interesting. Like when you need something from them, they take a long time to answer or just ignore you. But when they need something from you, they'll email you all the time. So, yeah, our relationship's really strange. I'm never sure if I've like pissed them off or not, because like I said, I asked for that access point earlier and they said yes, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I don't know what that means. All right, man. I will definitely try to keep the streams coming. I thought about. Oh, you guys let me down. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let's talk. I actually totally forgot about this. How do I want to do this? Community. Okay. All right. Should I keep live streaming on Thursdays or Sundays morning? Sunsy, by the way, is beer Sundays. Have some suds on a Sunday. Sudsy. And you guys all failed me and voted for, I believe, 8 p.m. Central, which is the time now. We can't even see the results. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I wanted Sundays. I could be asleep right now, enjoying my life. I am enjoying my life, actually, but I could be sleeping and then waking up really early Sunday mornings. So yeah, y'all failed me. I'm so upset about this. Oh, I wish I could see the results, but I'm not signed in. I'm not gonna sign in either. Oh well, it's all right. Don't know if Amada Controller Cloud is worth it. I'm undecided if I should keep it. It could be worth it if that's what you need. If as long as your internet connection is working, you should have no problems, right? That's to me the cloud service is for like enterprises, really big businesses who have lots of money that they can just throw at things. I personally would never use it. If I can have an on-premise option, I'm gonna take it. Because I guess I'm old school like that. But I would probably use the Docker version at work, so that way you can do like failover between different servers running your containers. That's probably the way I would go. I don't think I would for actual work, like medium to large scale businesses. I probably would not use a dedicated hardware device unless it had some built-in failover feature. I would definitely use a software component or virtual machine component, which thankfully you can do with the Amada software controller because it runs. They did a great job. It runs on Mac, Linux, and Windows, and it's containerized. So your options are basically limitless. I think it uses Java though. I don't know if I care for Java. So just do Sundays. No. So what I might do both. I might end up streaming on both, and then the Sunday stream will just be basically the same stream but different. Same but different. You know what I mean? We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of also lazy in the morning too, so this could be a cool out. Let's see here. I'm back for 9 minutes as chicken cooks. I read when you said chicken cooks, I totally read chicken cookies. I was like, what in the world are you eating, you psychopath? Yeah, Sunday at 7 a.m. Just keep using the software version. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Andrew. Just keep using the software version. Yeah, I don't think the cloud. I only have 2 access points. Hey, if it's free for now, I would just keep using it. Don't just go ahead and like export your configuration. So if you ever have to do, like, if they start charging you money, I want to say it's like, I feel like it was like $5 per device. Because I was looking into this forever ago when I was making my video, and I could have swore they had this weird pamphlet about it. But I want the cloud. Custom pricing. Wow, okay. So, oh, this is new. They didn't have this before. So their prices are kind of hidden behind a price wall. But I want to say it was like $5. When I was looking into it, it was like $5 per device or something like that. Or maybe it was cheaper. I probably read it wrong. I feel like you should be able to look it up if you have an account. I don't know. We spend all day looking for it. Yeah, chicken cookies. Woo! $5 to $9 per device. That's funny. They're probably just trying to get as many people to join as they can, and then hit them with a huge price tag later. That's like a real Microsoft move. All right, yeah. So I don't know. I think I've said everything that I intended to say. I did want to talk about Amada, which we kind of accomplished early in the stream. I don't really have much else to talk about tonight. There's nothing too interesting going on right now, either in the home lab. Everything's working fine. Got a new camera like we talked about. Things are working great. Your channel's doing good. World of Tech is the world of tech. Microsoft renamed their Azure services. Let's see. That's a big deal. Azure AD is no longer Azure AD. It's like, yeah, Microsoft Intra ID. Microsoft, why do you do this? Why do you make everyone's lives difficult for no reason? It was fine. It was fine the way it was. You didn't have to rebrand it. Nobody cared if you called it Active Directory. No one cares if Active Directory is legacy or old school for the last 50 years. No one cares. It's Azure AD, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be Microsoft Intra ID. What the hell does that even mean? Intra what? Enter my ID so you could charge me money? Is that what you're trying to get at? That's what it sounds like. Intra ID, man. Come on. I bet ID actually stands for something like super smart. Is it identity? Identity service? Is that what it is? Like, come on. I feel bad for all of you freaking Windows developers or Windows sysadmins. Your life sucks. I don't know how you guys do this shit. Yeah, I don't know how you guys deal with Windows. All right, Gustavo, thanks for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching the videos. Peace. I'm about to I just read the other day that Microsoft is getting into security as a service. But they already do security as a service. Every service needs its own name, even if it's under another service's umbrella. Yeah, that's true. Microsoft does Windows Defender as a service. Red Hat Windows Defender. So if you don't know this, aside from the performance issues, which is true by the way, Defender on Red Hat, which I think they call Endpoint, Microsoft Defender Endpoint, is actually pretty good. Which is crazy to think about. A Microsoft product on Linux? That's good? No, can't be. Say it ain't so. I thought they already, well, I guess it's like software as a service, right? So it runs like in a cloud. So it's maybe not the same thing. But anyway, so a lot of people also don't know this, but Microsoft develops a lot of drivers on behalf of Red Hat. Or at least they used to. I don't know if that's still true to this day. Microsoft does a lot of stuff for Linux. They should just take Debian they should just take Debian, rewrite it with all their Microsoft visualization garbage to make it look like a Windows product, and just let it be Linux. That's what Microsoft needs to do. The next Windows 12 just needs to be Linux, not Windows 10 with a Linux kernel built in. It should just be Linux. And I'm sure they can develop some compatibility later. If Windows Server 2016, okay, Server 2016, Hyper-V OS. When Server 2016, whatever, I don't know. So, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this anyway. But so if Microsoft for for Windows Server 2016, when you add the Hyper-V role to it, it takes the Server 2016 operating system and puts that into a virtual machine, and they install Hyper-V as your OS. So now, like when you boot, it boots to Hyper-V, but it displays Windows Server 2016. So all you see is like what you would normally expect from your desktop experience. If they can do that, they can make an effing Windows 12 operating system that's basically Linux, that looks like all the Windows garbage they come to love and, whatever, but it just runs Linux. They should just do it. They should just make the switch. It would be the best thing they've ever done for themselves. I would buy it immediately. It's not Defender. It's Endpoint. Yeah, whatever. It's the same garbage in my mind. They call it Defender Endpoint, right? I don't know. I talk bad about Microsoft, but Microsoft's really good. I think Windows has come a long way. I like Windows. It's great for gaming. I'm using Windows right now. But I'm only using Windows right now because my Elgato 4K, what is this called? So, Elgato. Yeah, so this thing doesn't work on Linux. You can grab some. There's like a GitHub where they're trying to reverse engineer the drivers for this so it works on Linux. But I've so burnt from playing with drivers on Linux, like early on back in the day, that the last thing I want to do is try and build my own drivers. I'm so done with that stuff. But I have one of these. A friend of mine gave it to me, so it only works on Windows, so that's why I'm using Windows. And honestly, it was great. I plugged it in. I didn't see drivers get installed. Windows recognized it literally immediately on boot, and I didn't have to install anything, like actual me as a user manually install anything. It's been working great. I'm pretty happy. I think this is probably more of an Elgato thing than Microsoft. Well, I know it's a combination because you can give Microsoft your drivers, and then Windows can install those drivers for you. But the combination of both, this thing works great out of the box, like literally out of the box. I don't think they'd ever do that because they charge money for licenses for Windows machines. They could still charge money or licenses for Windows. Like Windows has, for their desktop experience, like if you add everyone into a family, like their family management stuff is really good. Like being able to block websites with wildcards, or allow wild or certain domains with wildcards, like that stuff's really powerful in the Windows 10 management ecosystem or whatever. I guess I shouldn't say Windows 10. It's like all Windows. They do a lot of good stuff. They should just double down, or they just need to go Linux. Like hell, I bought Unraid. Unraid costs money. Like I don't have a problem buying operating systems. I just have a problem with bad operating systems. I want a good operating system. I want Windows. Like the Windows domain controller stuff is amazing. Like it's come a long way. It's improved a lot. It's great for managing a shit ton of computers. But golly, just do that, but on Linux. It's faster. It'll be so much faster. But yeah. What future plans do I have for the channel? Oh boy, I don't really know. The channel's in an awkward place right now. So, I was actually thinking about quitting YouTube for my 10-year anniversary because, like I said, I've been making YouTube videos for 10 years. But it would have been like slowly quit. It wouldn't have just been abruptly just stop making videos. The game plan was basically to take more time making videos and release them when they're ready. What does when they're ready mean? Well, whenever I just stopped being lazy, compiled all the footage, and then released it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that now because I just spent a shit ton of money on a camera, excuse my language, a shit ton of money on a camera and lens and all the accessories that I think I need to do videos. I haven't got any SD card yet. And I also just went on this really awesome trip to the UK. Thanks to all of the people that donated for that, because that was really expensive. So all those donations really helped a lot. But anyway, so it's in this weird period because I still have the desire to just slowly peel back from YouTube. Like I've been doing it for a long time. I've been writing articles for a long time, and I'm kind of tired. Like I'm kind of tired of YouTube. So I was very tempted to quit when I came back from the UK, but I think going on this trip to the UK reinvigorated my spirit to continue making YouTube videos, because honestly I don't know what I would do with my free time if I stopped making YouTube videos. Like I'm very passionate about technology and learning new things, and if I quit making YouTube, my access to new technology and learning new things or just playing with things in general would just stop, because everything is hyper expensive. Everything is basically $100 to start, and then all the good stuff is more than $100. So there would be no way for me financially to do that on my own without YouTube. And yeah, like I guess if I quit YouTube, I'd just be making, or not making, I think I'd just be playing video games all the time, which is great. I love playing video games. I don't get to play enough. but it doesn't sound as fun as making videos. Like I actually do enjoy making content. So anyway, where's the future of the channel? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep making videos and just keep going with it, and we'll see what happens. I don't really have a desire to be a big channel. I don't, because I think when you become a big channel, you get a huge group of unwanted people. Like I prefer talking to you guys like on this kind of one-to-one level. And if my chat right now is being blown up with 10,000 comments a second, like yeah, that would feel good, but it's not fun. Like talking to you guys like this is a lot of fun for me. And so yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay the course. I'm just gonna keep making content, trying to stick to my one video a week schedule, which I've done for a long time now. This video is probably gonna be late though, because it's already Thursday and I have filmed nothing, absolutely nothing. So, and it's 9:20. I was supposed to stop at 8 o'clock, or I'm sorry, 9 o'clock and get back to work. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay the course. I'm just gonna ride it out, and we'll see where we go. I'm definitely riding it out now that I bought this camera, because I gotta pay this mofo back too. Yeah, I've heard of Lindos. I just used the Explorer tweak thing. What are we talking about? What did I miss? Oh yeah. There's actually there is a distribution out there that is Windows, or it looks like Windows anyway, but it's Linux. I don't remember which one it is. Back in the 99, 2002. Yeah, I know everything, but what's crazy? Those hard drives were originally like $400, I believe. And honestly, I'm kind of, because of YouTube, my price sensitivity is weird. But a lot of this stuff I would absolutely not buy. I'd still buy the Shuck drives because those go on sale and you can get 14 terabytes for around $200, right? I think that's a good deal. I probably would have done it. But a lot of things I would absolutely not buy. Like this mouse, this is an $80 mouse. I think my kid has it. I have this same exact mouse, but 15 years older. And the batteries are replaceable. And it was probably $20 15 years ago. And this is $80. There's nothing about this mouse, including the lithium ion batteries, that is remotely close to $10. Not a single thing. And I don't know how companies like keyboards, how are keyboards hundreds of dollars now? This keyboard was free because Dell, but also this is like a $2 keyboard. I think you could buy this from Dell back in the day for like $10. And this mouse was the most expensive mouse I ever owned. It was $99 about 15 years ago. This is a Performance MX. Still amazing to this day. Replaceable batteries, which was a huge deal. So now there's a lithium battery in here. And I think this mouse today, actually, let's see. I know they switched it with something else. Logitech Performance MX. That's the old one. Or do they still sell it? Yeah, this is the old one. So there's no way. Yeah, there we go. MX Master. So they've rebranded it. Oh, that's actually not that bad. $69. I saw this, I think at Best Buy. Let's see, Best Buy. I saw this at Best Buy. And it was like stupid expensive. Performance MX Master. Yeah, $100. Actually, that's not that expensive. I guess that's about the same price as this. Okay, maybe I'm lying a little bit. It's also a little different. Oh no, this is the 3S for Mac. That's a little different. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Everything's getting stupid expensive. Everything. And there's just, I don't know how anyone does it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's everybody. So we're totally caught up in chat now. I'm using the wrong mouse completely. So I think this is gonna be a good place to end the stream. This went a lot longer than I thought it would. We almost made it a full hour and 30 minutes. So I guess we'll just do like last minute discussion questions or statements. Maybe for like another 5 minutes. Jason says, I have the MX 518 that I can't find for cheap. I love the mouse, but everyone wants like 100. Yeah, this mouse, I'm never going to get rid of it. I love this mouse. It's perfect in every way. Also, things that I love that you can't buy anymore. Gamepad? This thing, the G13. I don't think you can buy this anymore. $700. This thing was like $100 back in the day. I don't know why people don't make these anymore. This one's garbage. This one's garbage. Actually, I've never used Red Dragon, so I can't say that. But it's cheap, so it's probably garbage. Never heard of this. I don't know. But back when Logitech was good and they made great products, this thing is absolutely perfect in every way. I still have mine to this day. And I hope to God it never breaks, because this is the best keypad I've ever owned. And it's crazy that you can sell it for $700. But modern day Logitech, it's funny, Logitech has gone from crappy brand, crappy products to really good products. They used to do this thing with their products. You didn't need to install drivers for like 90% of their things. That's what originally sold me on Amazon, on Logitech, is you could just buy it, you plug it in, it worked. None of this like driver BS. I have to go to some website, download some driver, pop in a CD or floppy disk. Logitech really improved the game with that stuff. They've used, like, this has onboard memory. I think you could save like 3 different profiles or something like that on it, and you could just plug it into any computer and it just works. Modern day Logitech is not like that at all. Oh, you want to use your mouse? Well, you've got to install our software so you can play with the RGB on it, or else it's just going to breathe or whatever. And you can't change the DPI unless you have our software. They have all these stupid things that require software now. And it's just like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Modern day Logitech sucks. Like, even they bought, who did they buy? Logitech bought, who's those people that make that microphone? Blue Yeti? I used to have one of these. And then Logitech bought them, and now I have nothing but issues with this and Discord. I don't know if it's Discord's fault or Blue Yeti, but whatever it is, I did a firmware update because it's like, oh, there's a new update, but I didn't realize Logitech had bought them yet, and whatever that firmware was has totally screwed this microphone. And so I just can't use it with Discord anymore, and it sucks. But anyway, that's a whole other story for another day. Logitech did make really good 3D game controllers back in the day. Blue Ball, and it came with some 3D space shooter game, maybe Terminal Velocity or another apps. Super weird. I don't know. I remember, like, Logitech, what really solidified them as a company for me was one of their joysticks. What do you even call those? They even still, holy snap, look at this thing. Yeah, this one. Man. This thing, I was playing Longbow, what is it called? Apache Longbow? From like 1990. Yeah, Jane's Apache Longbow. This game was awesome. And in order to play this game, you basically had to have that Logitech thing. It was like the only one that worked for it. You want to talk about good game, man. This was it. My computer could barely run this game at all. Or my parents' computer, really. It wasn't my computer. I'd give anything to play this game again. Anyway, so all right. I'm getting off. It's 9:30 now. I have to get back to work and actually make this YouTube video. So appreciate everyone hanging out on the stream. It's been fun. It was really cool to have all you guys here and be chatty Cathy's with me. There's nothing more I love than talking to or hearing myself talk to you guys. I'm kidding. That's not really true. But anyway, yeah, I really do appreciate everyone hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out. This is an awkward end because you have to press end stream twice to end the stream.